Getting a look at the box of the Xiaomi Redmi Note 4, we can tell that they are advertising already all the colors available. They have it in black, silver, and also gold. In my case, I got the silver color. We can see their logo here on the upper right hand side corner of the box. On the bottom we got the model, and then on the back side here we have some information of the IMEI, all the bands supported, and some of the features which we're going to be talking about in just a moment. So for right now, let's go ahead and open the box here. Inside of the box we're going to find all the accessories. We got a little divider here with some manuals, and it comes already with the SIM ejector tool on the back side of it. They are quite basic. It's just explaining how to power on the phone, how to charge it, and all that basic stuff. We have here the quick charge. This is a 5-volt 2 amp charger, and according to them it's supposed to charge the device fully in about 1.5 hours. And finally we have the USB cable. This is just the micro kind, and that's all we have inside of the box. So here we can see the phone itself, and on the front here we have a 5.5-inch display. It has a resolution of 1920 by 1080, so it is full HD. Now they're not advertising the glass, but I believe this is the Corning Gorilla Glass number 3. On the top here by the middle side we have the front facing camera, which is a 5 megapixel sensor. We have the ear speaker. We also have the proximity and light sensor. I do apologize, the camera is on the right hand side if you look at it from the front side, and the proximity and light sensor is on the left hand side. On the bottom here we got the Android buttons, which is the home key, the menu key, and also the back key. Now on the left hand side of the unit here we're going to find the metal frame already. This is a unibody device. So here we got the SIM tray, and this is going to be for the memory as well, as it does support 128 gigabytes. So let's go ahead and take a quick look at it. Here it is, and it does explain here exactly how to use it. There we go. One side is for the nano SIM card, and the other one is for the micro SD card. So this is definitely great. Every time that we know that we can upgrade the memory, it's a plus for every smartphone out there. So let me go ahead and place this back on here. On the top side of the Redmi Note 4, we got something very interesting on here, something that has vanished on pretty much every smartphone out there, and that's the infrared scanner, or also known as the IR blaster. This is for remote purposes. I did test it with my new Sony 4K TV, the 65-inch that I bought, and it worked flawlessly. It's actually very fast. We also have the secondary microphone and the 3.5mm headphone jack. On the back side here we have the 13 megapixel sensor camera with the dual tone LED light, the fingerprint scanner, and some information on here which I'm going to rip off right now. Then on the bottom side here we got the logo for the company, and also a sticker providing some more information about the product. Now getting here a look at the bottom side of the smartphone, we find something that appears to be a little bit disappointing, and that's the fact that we don't have the USB Type-C, we have only the micro size. On the right hand side here we got the loudspeaker, and this one is really loud, and I was overall impressed with the quality of the loudspeaker. On the left hand side we got the microphone. Now let's go ahead and take a look here at the display itself, which again is a 5.5-inch display. It has a resolution of 1920 by 1080. It is IPS. So let's go ahead and power on the phone, and here we're going to find the boot animation, which is the Mi logo, and then on the bottom pretty soon it's going to say powered by Android, of course. It comes with the Android 6.0 inside. It has 2 gigabytes of RAM and 16 gigabytes of internal storage. So here we're trying to get that focus again, and I do apologize guys, I am learning with this camera, so I know that the focus is not going to be the strongest point of this video, and I do apologize for it, but as I go along with this camera through future videos, I should be getting better and better. So far the display doesn't look disappointing, even though you know, most smartphones out there come with a 2K screen, but keep in mind that this is a budget device, so we really can be very picky about this phone, especially at the price point of only $176. I was truly impressed on the performance of this one. Now it comes with the MIUI 8, as we know already, and a lot of people don't like it much, but keep in mind that you can always change the theme on this particular model and put it the way you want to. That's the greatness of Android. So here we got the lock screen, and on the bottom side here we got some toggles already, so this is very common. Let's go ahead and unlock the device. Right now I haven't set up any fingerprints or anything like that, as you guys can tell, but we do see here the operating system, so it looks very clean and it's very smooth so far based on what I'm seeing. I did have to install the Play Store myself because it didn't come included with the system already, but it's very easy to do so. All you have to do is download the Google installer. In my case I got the 2.0 and it worked flawlessly. Let's go ahead and open here the Play Store so that you guys can see that everything's working fine without any issues. Right now I'm also connected here to the Wi-Fi as you guys can tell. And I haven't tested my SIM card on here, but based on the bands, it should support 4G, and that's going to be shown on the upcoming review video of this device. So now let's go ahead and open here YouTube, so that way we can test the audio quality on this particular model. And I have open here my latest video, one of the latest videos, which is about the Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge refurbished model. Let's go ahead and play it here briefly. So there we have it. Even though you guys may not be able to hear it the way I hear it, that's because we're using a microphone on here. If you guys have this device already, you can't deny the fact that the loudspeaker is really cool. Now, something that could be a problem is if you guys accidentally place your finger on top of it, it's going to be muffled. And that happens on pretty much any smartphone out there, with the exception of some Samsung devices and such. But yes, this one is not, a big flagship phone, so just keep that into consideration. Now, this phone does have a very cool Samsung camera on the back. This is the 13 megapixel sensor camera, and as you guys can tell, it looks very cool already. Of course, you guys can judge the quality as of right now because I had to play, a little bit more with the device and such. We do have some modes on here already supported. It comes with panorama, timer, auto, manual, and such. Now with manual, it's really cool because you can pretty much control every single aspect of the camera, like the exposure, the ISO, even the focus. So that's something that a lot of you guys are looking forward to. And again, this is a Samsung camera, so I'm expecting it to be at least decent for the price. And so far, it has demonstrated to be great for the price. So now with this being said, let's go ahead and jump here into the settings of the phone. And by the way, we got here all the toggles supported on the device, which is really cool. And of course, you can customize it just like you do with the Samsung phones and such. So let's go ahead and turn here briefly before we go to settings, the light on the back, and you guys can see that it is quite bright, so that's definitely great. Let's go here into settings, and here we're going to find that everything is quite basic. Something that I find to be a little bit of an inconvenience with the smartphone is the fact that we don't have NFC supported on here. If it did, that would have been great, but basically everything else is very common. So let's go here into additional settings briefly, and you guys are going to notice that we don't have a lot of languages supported on here. That's because this is not the international model, it is the Chinese model. So right now we have about 4 of them. Something that could be a problem for a lot of people, but don't worry guys, I'm pretty sure that they can come up with some sort of update for the system so that we can have more languages available. Let's go here all the way to the bottom to where it says about phone, and there we can see the MIUI version is the 8.0 with the Android 6.0 on top. And I did download it, an application on here, very useful. It's called the Antutu Benchmark, and I got a score of about 80 something thousand. Let's go ahead and confirm that here in just a moment. So it was about 84,549, which is quite decent for the specifications that we have inside this phone. Keep in mind that this phone comes in 2 different variants. One of them is the 2GB model, and the other one is the 3GB model for the RAM. And it comes with 64GB and 16. So in this case, I got the 16. I got the base model, and that's okay because I really don't use, the multitasking that much. I do want some more memory on here, but I can easily upgrade it. So having the 3GB model is not really a big difference for me. So here we can confirm all the specifications of the phone. By the way, this is a 10-point multi-touch. We're going to be checking that here in just a moment on the display side. I believe it's going to give me the option to test it. Let's go ahead and find it here. Let's see, test. There we go. And it has 401 ppi. So right now I have 7 fingers on here, so yes, it is a 10-point multi-touch screen, which is definitely great. Before I forget, let's go ahead and check here the front-facing camera on the Note 4, and we can tell that it looks already quite great. I mean, it's not the most impressive camera out there, and it doesn't have the most features as other flagship devices, but that is expected for $176. And these are the only 2 modes supported right now on this front-facing camera, so all in all, it's doing a great job. I also want to take this opportunity to quickly test the GPS on the Note 4, and for this, let's go ahead and open GPS test. And it was able to lock a signal very fast, and I was impressed to see that. We have seen many Chinese devices in the past that do have problems with GPS here in the United States, and that's not going to be the case with the Xiaomi Redmi Note 4. So with this being said, I think I have completed the unboxing and the hands-on of this amazing product, and also this very cool little charger that I got from Amazon Prime. And again, this is coming directly from the company tinydeal.com, and they both have phenomenal prices. If you guys have any questions, as always, you know exactly what to do. The link of this product has been provided on the description of the video. Don't forget to comment below if you have any questions, and a lot more content is coming very, very shortly, so make sure that you stay tuned to the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you